Welcome to the Hollywood Happy Hour Podcast, episode 11. My name is Drew, and my co-host here today is Anthony.
Hi, I'm here every time.
Yes, he is here every time.
Eventually, we're going to lose track of the episodes.
Probably. I only remember because last episode was episode 10, and we made a big deal out of the double digits.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so obviously, as you can tell, a bit different lighting. Hopefully, this audio is better than last episode. Sorry about that. I kid you not, I literally have my TV with a 4-hour-long video of just a white screen.
Yeah.
So that we have white light in here.
We're casting on a budget right now is what's happening.
Yep, exactly. So it was either yellow light or the white light. One of the two we had to pick, so we picked the white light.
White light looks better.
Yeah, I think so as well. We look a little more... There's more color, I guess, is what you'd say. But, yeah. Shoot, before we kind of get into everything, real quick, we had to assign The Wild Robot again last week as our movie because somebody didn't watch it last week.
I apologized last week. Stop
I know.
dead horse.
Look, I'm just saying, we all thought it was going to be me who caused the, the lag in a movie.
Yeah, okay.
But it was you.
It was me. I'm well aware.
And so... Yeah, and then we didn't reveal what the drink was last week because we wanted to we decided we wanted to keep it a surprise each week, and then that Anthony could explain it as the bartender.
Yeah.
And so, why don't you explain what this drink is?
So, last week we went with the electric lemonade for the idea of electricity robot. This week I went with the oil spill, which is, it has a few names to it. Wild robot, oil spill.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes by like the oil slick, or there's a version of this that actually goes with cars. But yeah, what it is, it's a cherry based drink. It's got cherry whiskey, cherry liqueur, and topped with cherry Coke.
You would think that a name the oil spill would be like Jägermeister or something absolutely
There's
disgusting.
There's a version of it that has Jägermeister.
Okay.
And I refuse to have any drink that has Jägermeister.
Yeah, I'm like, it sounds like something that would be disgusting, the oil spill.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. But this is good. This is one of my favorites. I've made this plenty of times, and it's so good.
You just can't see it, but it's so red on the bottom because of the cherry liqueur. But I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to try it now. Whoa. That's... Dude.
Mm-hmm.
That might be one of my new favorite drinks.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
It's got so much liquor in it, but like
That's so good.
Well, yeah, and the trick with this one is the cherry liqueur. The cherry liqueur is a very sweet ingredient, basically. And I use the Evan Williams cherry whiskey, which has a very nice fragrance to it as well. And it doesn't have like an overwhelming burn sensation with that whiskey.
Dude, holy!
It's good. It's good. And then it's cut with the sugar of the Diet Coke. It's not Diet Coke. The sugar of the cherry Coke. It's just a top tier beverage. And
well, growing up, my favorite drink ever was like a Shirley Temple or like a not Jack and Coke.
Classic
Roy Rogers.
Oh yeah.
So this is like a Roy Rogers with booze.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And there's a
lot of whiskey in this,
and
you really can't taste it.
You can't at all. It just tastes like a Roy Rogers. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's a strong one, but it's good. It's really good. It'll knock you on your ass though if you're not careful.
Yeah, I know. As I was going for a third sip there, I was like, oh shit, I better slow down.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I love that. This is the best drink we've done so far on the show.
Well, I hope so. Most of them have been old-fashions.
Old-fashions and bottled drinks.
I think what's going to happen is now that we're in person, I don't think I'm ever going to do an old-fashioned. Unless we're watching a movie like The Godfather.
Yeah. We can't do old-fashions or whiskey drinks at all. Because, like whiskey drinks, like where it's all like whiskey.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about that today because I was like, what if they ever do like a James Bond movie again, which they will.
Well, we'd have to do a martini.
Which I actually like martinis.
I've never had a martini.
Okay, they are. Oof.
Well, I'm not a big gin fan.
They'll put some hair on your chest. You can have a vodka martini if you want to, if you like vodka.
I don't like either, so.
I like the martini because it has, like, you use orange zest, so it has just a hint of orange, but it's not orange flavored. So it's got the dry vermouth, it's got the vodka shaken together. That's it. You pour it in, and then you zest the orange, and it's, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna pretend that when I first had it, I thought it was the best drink ever. I actually hated it, but it was one of those where I was like, I want to like this. So I kept making it, and it got to a point where I was like, this is actually somewhat enjoyable. But you can't use cheap vodka for something like that, because there's no getting around the rubbing alcohol flavor of like cheap vodka. So yeah, but
gotta use something smooth.
Yeah, like Grey Goose is a good one to use.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Grey Goose is really good in terms of just a straight up vodka. And then I was also thinking, I was like, one week I gotta make like the shittiest drink.
Oh no, I have such a bad gag reflex. If you make a bad drink, I'm gonna like.
It's really difficult for me to make a bad drink because I want. They're expensive. They're not cheap. I spent like, I don't know, like $60 on those 2 bottles.
Damn.
And
shit.
They're not big bottles. But so it's like they're expensive. I don't want to like throw them away, but also there's something that just makes me happy about making him like a dummy drink and making me a good drink on like April Fools or something.
I would actually kill you. I would actually kill you. I'd be like, let me try. Now I know. Now I'd be like, let me try your drink, because then I'm gonna be like.
And this will be Princess Bride standoff.
And
Do I have the gross one? Do you have the gross one?
Or then, oh my god. Or then, what's it called? You're gonna poison me one day, and then it's gonna be like, here, you have one. And you're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like the one day that you finally had enough of my shitty takes,
yeah.
You're just gonna poison my drink, and I'm not even gonna know it, because I can't see it when you make my drink.
Yeah, I made it in the kitchen. He was out here setting everything up, so here we are.
Yeah, so
you really can't. There's a lot of trust going here.
I know, you could literally kill me if you wanted to.
This would be an easy murder.
Yes, it would be. Insanely easy.
I'm all for it. So yeah, that's the drink of the week. I'm going with the title, The Oil Spill. I have made this one plenty of times. This is the first time I'm making it this way. Normally it's made with cherry brandy. However, I can't find any in this state. I'm sure it's here. I just haven't looked that hard.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple liquor stores when I'm in the mood for it. So cherry liqueur it is.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
It's good. It's good. I had a bottle of cherry brandy that I brought down with me from Florida. So like when I made this, I had that, but it ran out, I mean, maybe a year ago. I really haven't had it since. I've had cherry whiskey. I love cherry whiskey. If you have that stuff straight up, it's actually pretty good. But
yeah.
Anyway, so Oil Spill, Wild Robot, which I think should lead us straight into that
Wild
movie.
Robot.
It's about 2 weeks behind anyway. So.
Yep. All right. Let's hear it.
Well, do you want to ask me a question first?
Well, did you like it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. No, I liked it a lot.
Did you cry?
No.
Oh.
Hold on.
Did you get close?
I felt the feelings during the very last sentence of the movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I was doing actually really good. The movie was very nice. It was very sweet. I had a difficult time feeling as emotional as some people did because, like, I kept viewing the robot as something that needed to complete a quest. Like, that was her whole thing. So, like, for me, it was like, well, she's not really feeling feelings. It wasn't until the very, very end where it's like,
really?
Is she learning?
But, like, even, like, after, like, in the middle of the movie, like, when she completed everything, you didn't feel anything? Like, that whole scene when she says goodbye in the middle of the movie is, like, super emotional because she's finished it, but she feels unfinished.
Right.
And so it's, like, that's the moment where you know, like...
But it wasn't, I don't know. She's a robot. She doesn't have feelings. But the very end of the movie, after she got her mind erased and everything, and then...
Well, it's clearly she did have feelings. You just didn't want to believe it.
Oh, not believe it. I just didn't feel it.
I heard the door opening. I got scared for a second. It was the neighbor.
And that's our special guest.
And I was like...
Yeah, no, I liked it. I gave it a solid 4 out of 5. I liked it a lot.
4 out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
No, I really did like it a lot. I loved the animation. It was beautiful.
What do you think of the music?
This is fine.
Okay, I love the music in the movie.
Music wasn't really memorable for me. There was one song that, like, I feel like DreamWorks does when they have, like, their montage scenes. Like, DreamWorks always puts in like some type of ballad.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Shrek they put "Accidentally in Love."
Yeah, and this time it was "Kiss the Sky."
Right. Yeah. So, no, I mean, yeah, everything about it was enjoyable. I really, really loved the visuals to it. And then one thing I think that I liked is that, and I don't really give this to animated movies a lot but the voice acting for it.
It was so good.
It was really good.
You can't tell that's Pedro Pascal at all.
No, I had to keep reminding myself that it was Pedro Pascal.
Like I've watched that movie so many times now, and I still have to sit there and like try to listen for Pedro Pascal, and you can't tell.
There's a couple times where I'm like, I can hear it here, but it's very few and far between.
In Lupita Nyong'o, you can sometimes hear, but it's hard to tell.
I will say, I probably would have felt more emotions if he had stayed a little baby goose the entire time, because at the beginning when he was making those little grunting noises, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is gonna break me. I'm like, yeah, I can feel this. All right, I can see where this will hurt.
When he's trying to help build the house, like, oh, just slow the process. I'll be over here.
Yeah, and then she kept letting him put little sticks. Those sticks did nothing, but she was letting him help. I'm like, if this is the entire movie, I'm gonna break at the end. He grows up and becomes a teenager or young, whatever the hell geese are. Gander. He was a gander. He's a gander.
Is that what it is?
That's a male goose.
I didn't know that.
I never get to use that. That's a stupid fact I learned a long ass time ago. But yeah, no, I really, really did like it.
See, I gave that movie a 5 out of 5.
You gave it a perfect score? That's wild.
It's in my top 4 favorite movies.
So what's the ranking of it then? Is it number 4?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in my top. It's in my Letterboxd 4 right now.
It's good. It's really good.
I don't know what it was, but I just remember leaving that movie theater and I was like, oh my god, like. That was an experience for me. Seeing that on a big screen, I think, also really helped.
I did try. So
I know you tried.
No, right now because we're re-releasing. Everything for the Oscars. So I was like, well, let me see if because I literally was like, it was Sunday morning, and I was like, because I bought it, so I was like, I'll watch it at home. But I was like, well, let me see if it's playing in theaters anywhere, and I'll just go. Right. No, it's like literally the one thing that's not playing. We got Conclave playing. We got The Brutalists playing, we got Dune playing, we got all these movies playing, except for Wild Robot.
It makes me so sad. You know what's also wild to me, though, about this movie? Is DreamWorks recently has had 2 insanely good movies come out.
What was the other one?
Puss in Boots and this.
I never saw that.
But then in between Puss in Boots and this was Ruby fucking Gilman. That shitty-ass animated movie where it's like this girl who's like some sort of sea monster tries to live as like a teenager, and then like her enemy is like this obvious Ariel knockoff.
Yeah.
And it was so bad.
That's the one. Yeah. Okay, I remember. Because Ariel was the bad guy.
Yeah, and it was so bad.
Yeah,
and
I remember.
I'm just like, how did you go from Puss in Boots, what won Oscars, to this?
DreamWorks doesn't make that many good movies.
Exactly, because that's why I was so surprised by Puss in Boots.
Okay. Side note, sat on, I think underrated DreamWorks movie. Is it DreamWorks? Yeah, DreamWorks movie. Prince of Egypt.
I haven't watched it.
Oh my god, bro!
I knew that was gonna piss you off.
It's top tier. It doesn't piss me off as much because like it really is.
That's like the Treasure Planet of DreamWorks.
Yes,
it's like everybody
really
says it's underrated.
Oh my god! But everyone I've not met a person because like religious, non-religious, just casual viewers, anyone that watches that movie is like, wow. This is phenomenal. The songs in that movie are amazing. I think that one actually won an Oscar too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I think it did. I think Whitney Houston won the Oscar for that one for best song. I think I'll look it up in a second. But yeah, no, the animation's phenomenal. Freaking, the voice acting is amazing. Like everything is just so good about that movie. Like there are days where I'm like, yeah, let's give that a watch. It's so good. And then they followed it up with The King of Dreams. Other great movie, dude. DreamWorks has some sat-on movies, and then they have so many really, really bad movies.
Yeah. You should watch Puss in Boots in sometime in the future. I won't assign it because I don't think it's like that phenomenal.
I've never seen any of the Puss in Boots movies.
So, I mean, like, the first one's not necessarily needed to be watched. It helps with like one of the storylines in the movie, but like everything else you don't really need it for. So it might help if you watch the first movie.
I'm not gonna though.
But yeah, exactly. The first movie's like okay. It's like
which is funny because I love Antonio Banderas.
Yeah,
he's actually one of my favorite movies. Not my top 5, but definitely top 10. The Mask of Zorro.
Well, he's phenomenal in The Last Wish, and it's like the movie's so much fun.
Isn't this one centered around death? Is that the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like Puss in Boots has run out of his lives, and he's trying to get them back.
Mm-hmm.
And food stuck in my teeth. It's very good, and the animation is like almost Spider-Verse like almost. And you can tell like the frames slow down at times on purpose for like animation purposes. And it's so pretty, and it's so like good to watch, and the colors are vibrant in the movie. I love it.
My little brother, and actually my stepdad, because my stepdad took my little brother to see it, and he even said, he was like, I was surprised at how good it was. So I mean, I might watch it one day. It's just I don't
have a large desire to.
I don't care about the Shrek universe. I'm not a huge fan of Shrek to begin with.
I'm not either. I really don't care about him either. But the Puss in Boots movie, I became obsessed with after I watched.
And that's fair. I really haven't heard anything bad about it, so maybe one day I'll give it a watch. But yeah, no.
Yeah, but
it's a one day movie, not anytime soon.
Yeah, so Wild Robot though, another great movie by DreamWorks. I'm hoping it wins the Oscar. I'm gonna watch Flow when it comes out on Max.
When's that coming on Max? I know you said it's coming on Max.
February 16th.
Oh, this weekend.
Yeah.
Is that Sunday?
Something like that. I don't know.
Oh, Sunday.
And so I'm gonna watch that because everybody was talking about Flow as much as Wild Robot, and it's got about as high as ratings as Wild Robot. So I'm like, okay, which one's better?
It's about a stupid cat. I hate cats.
You hate cats?
I hate
Oh my
cats.
gosh.
No, fuck cats.
You're probably gonna like.
I'd rather kick a cat than watch a stupid movie about a cat.
My God. You're probably gonna like Wild Robot more than hope that one wins.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I hate cats.
And did you watch Inside Out too?
No, I never saw the first one.
Oh really?
It's funny. I was actually gonna put that on this weekend. I thought about it because I was waiting for something, and I was like, you know what? Let's just pick a movie. And instead, I did not put that on. What did I put on instead? I was watching something else. I don't remember, but I ended up watching something else. But yeah, no, I'm because Inside Out 2 was nominated, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll probably have to watch both.
It's the yearly Disney pick.
But I heard it was good. I also heard that this one was supposed to make me cry too. So
this one didn't have me crying until after, when I thought about it more.
What more?
And how I reflected on the movie too. I was like reflecting on it and then thinking about my own life and things like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something that's really easy to do in a movie like that, because that's really what got to me with Toy Story 3. It's not the actual story.
Oh my gosh, that ending.
It was the idea of like, because just the time frame it came out, I wasn't quite Andy's age yet. I was still a few years away from that, but I was still at the age where I was getting rid of toys. Like I was moving on. I mean, yeah, getting rid of toys that I play with. Now they're all on my wall.
When we just became adults, we bought back everything.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm doing that with Transformers. I'm buying everything that I lost back. But no, like, yeah, so it was like, when Andy did his last playtime and he said goodbye to his toys, I felt like it was, I reflected on it like I was saying goodbye to my childhood. I was like,
that one hurts so bad.
It hurt, like, because those toys got him through, and it's not just playtime, like, they got him through all those, like, because then you put yourself in that position, like, you had toys that you play with when your parents were fighting, or you play with when you had a bad day at school, or all the things, and then they're gone. So it's like you put yourself in that headspace, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, and it hits different.
Yeah.
So I feel like Inside Out 2 is a movie like about emotions, obviously, where it's really easy to do a similar thing.
It's funny, I tell people this one about the second one. Like, the first one is for kids to learn about how to grow up and deal with their emotions. The second one is for adults to reflect on their emotions from the past. And, like, it's so interesting. And it's like, a kid is not going to understand Inside Out 2.
Right.
Like, someone who's maybe in their late
Because it's the same girl, right? Same
girl.
She's just in high school now? Or is that what it is?
She's going into high school, so she's like 8th grade.
Okay.
It's like, maybe if you're in your late teens, you're gonna understand this movie. Early teenage years, maybe. It depends on your maturity, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's one scene specifically where it's just like, oh, it like pulls on your heartstrings. The movie didn't make me cry. It just made me feel a lot of emotions.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to check it out. Like, I heard great things about it. And it wasn't because I wasn't watching it for no particular reason. I just never got around to it. So, like, I might end up just having, like, a emotion-fueled Sunday where I'm just... Hey! That goes with this theme. I never saw that. I never saw Elemental. I heard Elemental...
You heard it was ass.
Yeah, but I also heard that it didn't deserve the hate that it got. Like, everyone I know that's seen it was like, it's not bad. Like, it's actually good. So I wanted to check that out too. The animation looks pretty awesome in
I'm
that.
sure I will one day. I think it's the only Pixar movie I haven't seen.
There's a few I haven't seen.
But yeah. Anyways, moving on from Pixar and animation and all that. Movie I saw this past weekend was Companion. We talked about it a bit last week. I really, really liked it.
Me too.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even though we talked about how we knew like the major twist per se,
Mm-hmm.
there was still another twist with the characters, with Jack Quaid's character that you weren't necessarily expecting, about like the whole plot behind
Oh, why he did.
why
Yeah.
why they're on that trip and things like that. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then you find out about the other guy and his whole plot twist,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, like it was. I still thought it was really good, and I left that movie like really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. No, I liked it all. Like I said, the overall, like I said last week, the overall plot to the movie has been done before.
Yeah.
You know, basic. You know, like ulterior motive. We're gonna rob this guy. We're gonna murder him. Get away with it. Ha 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 ha. The idea of doing it with a glorified AI sex robot.
Yeah.
You just get all the cherry.
Oh yeah. No, not the cherry. The whiskey part.
You gotta keep stirring it.
Yeah.
I teach you how to drink whiskey drinks, my guy.
Yeah, I know. Anyways.
Yeah. So. What is saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, but literally doing it with like a glorified AI sex robot was like such a unique thing, and I really liked it. And the acting was kind of crazy in that movie. I loved everything about it.
It was actually so good.
It was really good. And tell me how I felt like he's a robot. I felt bad for Patrick.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Patrick. I was like,
yeah. Well, it's because like okay. Spoilers for everything. If you want to watch Companion, skip ahead.
It's been out for 3 weeks though.
Yeah. So when you find out that Patrick's like a robot out in the woods, you're like, holy shit! Like what? And then like, cause you just would have never guessed it that one, I guess, because there was
that I did. I wasn't sure, but I speculated. Cause I was like, huh, okay. Cause like this, like I said, when I went into it, I didn't know they were robots at all.
Yeah.
So like when she was one, I was like, I thought someone else was too.
Dude, when Patrick got revealed, I thought somebody else might have been as well.
Yeah, like
I was like, no way.
Yeah, I didn't know who else. Like I didn't know officially if Patrick was it, but I was like, someone here is it. And I thought it was either like the girl. I forgot her name.
I forgot her name too.
But yeah, I thought it was either her, the one that he was plotting with. I didn't know, but then when it was like Patrick, I was like, ha. Okay.
Makes sense.
That makes sense, because he's a couple. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I remember watching that movie and then finding out the whole plot, that it wasn't just some fun vacation. Jack Quaid was really there to like kill that guy. He was some fascist apparently, but then you really find out he was just some oil guy.
Yeah, some genuine
dude who just had a little bit messed up emotions when it came to women.
Yeah. Okay, well that's
a lot of messed up emotions.
That's a wild way to put it.
A lot of messed up emotions. Not little, a lot. I just said like a little as a sarcasm, but
he was definitely a womanizer.
Yeah. And they so Sergey, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
remember they were like, oh yeah, he's like this crazy dude. He's like, he reads all these books about Stalin and stuff, and I'm like, interesting, random things to throw out, but then you find out they were lying about it the whole time just so they could get the money. But to see that twist in Jack Quaid's character being just the innocent boyfriend character, and then the end where he's like this psychopathic dude who took a control over Patrick and like made it to where like he could manipulate and hack into Patrick. I thought that was so cool.
Well, what's funny is I remember in the trailer, because like it's in the scene where she's in the car driving away. And then the trailer, I remember they're sitting at a dinner table and her hands over the flame. And I'm like, how are we gonna get here?
Yeah.
Like and that's why I'm doing this thing where I really try not to watch trailers anymore. Like I really like going into the movie blind, but like you can't help but see the ones you see in the theater. So like, I'm like, okay, her hand ends up here. How are we getting from her driving away? And no, at any point I was like, okay, there's going to be another robot, and then he's going to take control over that robot, and then you turn him into his own personal Terminator, because that's what he became.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Terminator.
Pretty much.
And like,
when he kills the cop, and
that's what I'm talking about. And he comes back with the cop outfit. I was like, that's the T-1000 right fucking there. That's crazy. No, I loved it. Like, I mean, I won't say I loved it. Like, it's not the best movie ever. I gave that one a 3.5.
I gave it a 4.
I think I gave it a 3. I think it's what I said last week. 3.5.
I remember. So, one thing that I thought was interesting about the movie, and there's a point in the movie where the movie feels like it's about to end, and you're like, no, like, don't end like this, please.
Oh, with them taking her away?
Yeah, and it was like, no, it can't end like this, and like he wins or whatever, because they made it feel like it was about to end. But then the other people caught on, like the people who worked for the robot company caught on.
Yeah.
And then the movie continued, and I was like, okay, thank God.
No, I
thought the ending was satisfying, but I wish it was a little different. That was like my only gripe with it. I thought the ending could have been different.
I do like that they did because like that's probably like the best version of foreshadowing I've ever seen in my life. Because like I didn't expect it. Because like usually with like obvious foreshadowing, you can tell like they're gonna call back to this later, but it was the corkscrew.
Yes,
like
that
they had two.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
They had 2 scenes that focused on the corkscrew throughout the movie, and I'm like, and I didn't think twice about it, but I was like, that's interesting. We're getting to see it.
That was such a satisfying.
They focused on it, and at the end, she used the corkscrew. I was like, foreshadowing. That's what that was.
Yep,
got it.
That was such a satisfying.
Yeah, that was like the best use of foreshadowing I've seen in the movie in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it was a very satisfying kill. It looked like it fucking hurt too.
Yeah, I mean, like you're literally getting something screwed into your head.
You're hearing it.
It's completely different than just getting shot in the head, where it's quick and easy. You're feeling that thing go into your brain.
Yeah,
like that's brutal.
There's another Jack Quaid movie coming out that I was gonna give a chance to, Novocaine.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to see that too.
I've not seen one trailer for it.
I've seen one.
I've not seen anything. I just know that I guess it doesn't feel anything.
It looks like a lot of fun. I don't think it'll be a great movie. I think it'll be a good movie.
I'm all for movies that know what they are. If it's just a fun time,
Mm-hmm.
like there are plenty of movies that are like they're not Oscar gold.
Do you want to know the plot
Nope.
at all? No. Okay.
Nope. I don't. I've really been enjoying just going to see a movie.
Okay.
Like it's kind of been a new fun thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of being surprised. Like I haven't even read the description to Emilia Perez yet.
Me either, but I watched a clip and I was like, this clip looks bad.
No, I'm gonna watch it not tonight, obviously, but maybe tonight.
I saw one clip and I was just like, ugh.
I've not seen anything about it. I know it's nominated, so I have to watch it, but I'm gonna go in blind.
I'm not excited to watch it whatsoever. I'm really not.
That's fun. It's okay. Here's one thing I will say about the Oscar viewing is that like, even though the movies you're not excited about, like my biggest example is The Shape of Water. I was the least excited to watch that movie, but it was nominated for I think 11 Oscars that year.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I don't have any interest in this love story where she wants to fuck a fish guy.
Yeah.
And Michael Shannon's here for some reason. Okay. But I ended up, like, I watched it first because I was like, let's just get this out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Really?
I loved it. I was like, holy shit, all right, I'm going to shut the fuck up now forever. And that's kind of the attitude I'm going in with Emilia Perez, because I'm like, okay, I really have no interest in this. This time I have no idea what it's about. And
I have no idea what it's about. I heard rumors that it was written by AI.
Oh, well.
Which makes me a little... Ugh.
I'm not a huge fan of that, but
and I think
be that as it may or not be that.
And I think that's that rumor that I've heard is... I mean, this is just speculation on my part. That rumor I heard is why the Oscars is looking into in the future making it to where movies have to like specify if they use.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, which
I'm all for. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot because I mean, we're kind of in the part of movies now where it's possible that during the writer's strike, people just used AI, and Netflix was one of the biggest contenders for that.
And like, here's the thing, I'm all for the balance of like, if you use AI for your film, great. But you then, like, I feel like if you do, you're negated from any awards.
Yeah. Because
like or at least anything to do with the script, the writing, or the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because the actors, their performance is still their performance. So I think they should get awarded for them.
Mm-hmm.
But anything to do with the story, like the script or anything like that involved with the actual movie itself.
Right.
Should be barred from getting any type of awards. So no nominations for Golden Globes, for
and I think
BAFTA,
that's what
for anything.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Which I'm all for. Because like again,
if
you want to use AI, I mean, I know there's a whole separate conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to use it, I say use it. But like again, you just can't get awarded for it. You didn't do the work.
Right.
People that do the work deserve the awards.
No, I agree. I fully agree.
I mean, hell, I use AI for work sometimes because there are times where I'll write emails and I'm like, this sounds way too mean. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like, hey, politely, fuck off.
I think-
I'm like, hey, write this nicer, and it says, politely, please stop messaging me. And I'm like, ah, there you go.
see, AI is good as a tool, not as a way to, like, replace something.
No, I agree.
So, like, for instance, like, I'll do the same thing with emails. If I'm writing to a parent about their kid who's not behaving well, I'll, like, write out my thoughts.
Right.
And then I'll put it through ChatGPT and be like, hey,
Can you, like,
make
the tone?
make like a 5, maybe 4 sentence email. Make this shorter and change the tone to be a little more nice and caring, and also like concerned, I guess.
Bro, I just type in rewrite this and then copy and paste, and then it rewrites it. It gets what I'm.
Because as a teacher, you gotta have to like use a certain tone.
See, that's why I couldn't be a teacher, because I'm like, listen, your kid's a fuckhead. Like, I'm tired of your little shitlins. Either you like get him out of here. I can't.
God.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I have no problem with kids, but the second they're like obnoxious, I'm kicking you, physically kicking you. Like, have you seen?
It's a good thing you're not a teacher then.
Have you seen Matilda?
No.
Oh my god, classic movie. There's this scene. So Miss Trunchbull is the principal, obviously, and she hates kids.
Right.
You know, as you do as a principal. And at the beginning of the film, like close to the beginning of the film, or beginning of like the introduction to the school section of the movie, she grabs this girl by her pigtails because she had told her previously no pigtails, spins her around, and then throws her into the air. And I'm like, bro, you are my hero.
That's
Like,
crazy.
that was the best thing. Yeah, then she, like, someone stole her slice of cake, so she makes this one kid eat an entire massive chocolate cake in front of the entire school.
What?
Yeah, she tortured these kids, and I loved every second of it. I was like, you're my, like, I would want to be you.
That's
I'm being honest.
crazy.
You know, or like bad teacher.
It's a good thing you're not in education then.
It really is. I would run it like an Imperial fleet, if I'm being honest with you. I'd be like, the second I saw someone's head go down, nah, they're losing their desk. The desk is a privilege. It's not a guarantee. Fuck you.
That's crazy. Oh man. I'm trying to think of something else. Movies wise, I need to look what's.
I'm gonna talk about this while you do that.
Yeah.
So the other night I went to go see Heart Eyes.
Yeah.
Arguably my new favorite Valentine's movie of all time. I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of it, so if you don't want spoilers, skip this part. He's not gonna watch it, although I'm
not.
It's a movie about a killer that kills happy couples on Valentine's Day. Talked about this last week. I've never resonated with the killer more in my life, or a character, let me specify, more in my life.
I remember you talking about that.
So, in this movie, you kind of find out it is not gonna spoil the whole movie, but it's definitely it's not a good story. That's a lie. It's not a horrible story. It's fun. It's not super original, but it does have some original. Like it has some different things from what we've seen in previous slashers. You know, a lot of people. One of the things I heard a lot is people were afraid of it being like My Bloody Valentine, which is a horrible '80s horror film. It was remade in the mid 2000s into a horrible remake of a horrible '80s film. Nothing like that at all. There's actually reasons for the things that are happening. It has some really fun graphic kills, nothing like Evil Dead, but still, gory kills. And then there's a little bit of a twist, and it's actually kind of fun. It's like, oh, this is cool. Definitely a fun Valentine's movie. It's actually geared towards couples and, people like me who are not a couple.
You know how I'm spending my Valentine's Day?
Home?
No.
Where?
Going to see Captain America.
Oh, God. At my theater?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Why?
I am trying to, I'm hoping, because I'm not going to call out, but I'm hoping I get some illness.
You're going to sneak in there and...
No, I don't want to be there that night. It's going to suck. Because here's the thing.
There's actually not many people, when I booked my tickets, there was not many seats taken.
That's not my concern. There's 3 Valentine's movies.
Shoot.
There's Captain America, which is not really a Valentine's movie, but comes out on Valentine's Day. You got Captain America. 4, Companion, Love Hurts, Heart Eyes. You've covered every genre of fucking couples movies. Fuck you.
Yep.
I hate them so much.
But the thing is, I looked for tickets,
Oh.
and I booked. I was originally gonna book Thursday night,
Mhm.
and then I was going to book it, and then I saw it was packed in the Dolby Theater, and I was like,
For Captain America?
yeah.
Gross.
And so then I was like, okay, let me check Friday. Friday, the same exact time, it was like not even half full.
Well, because Thursday is the fan event.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
every Thursday is like a big premiere.
Yeah. So
But Friday, there was like maybe 20 people who had.
you also have all the people, because like Friday, one of the things we get is we get a lot of walk-ins too. Obviously, people that just
obviously.
walk up. Friday will be people that are making plans while at work or after work, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be a nightmare. You have, because Valentine's Day is Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
Gross. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so bitter that day. I'm gonna watch everyone holding hands, being all happy and shit. Like,
I'll
fuck
be
you.
the same. And I'll be sitting in Captain America completely alone.
Well, so my plan for Captain America, I'm gonna go see it, but I'm gonna see it Saturday night after work. I'm gonna do what I did with Hard Eyes.
Mhm.
I'm going to wait till the theater closes down. I'm gonna go into the Dolby Theater by myself, and I'm going to hit play on the movie.
You can do that?
I did it with Hard Eyes.
Where's my invite?
You can't go.
That's BS.
Oh, well, you were gonna see Hard Eyes anyway. Did you want to watch it at 1 a.m?
No, well, I've actually, if I could have a whole theater myself, I'd do it.
Oh, it was amazing. I could pick the seat. I could talk. I didn't know one to talk to, but I was like, enjoying it. Literally, it's actually funny. This is a fun story. So, like, I played it in. We have 24 theaters at my theater, and I put it in. So, like, not every projector gets it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only in. I think it was only in 6 or 7 projectors.
Right.
So I had it play in 24, which is the biggest one we had, the biggest theater we had that was playing that movie. So
Right.
I put it in there, but that was one of the last movies that let out. That theater was one of the last theaters that let out that night, which means the cleaning crew at the middle of the night had to come in and clean it.
Mm-hmm.
So I start the movie. I skip through all the previews because it's just a playlist.
Mm-hmm.
So I cut all the previews and I just hit play, and I go downstairs and I sit down and watch the movie. The title card or the production company logos are going, all the things. This guy comes in with a fucking vacuum.
Oh.
And I'm like, excuse me, a movie, and I'm watching. And he's like, well, I have to clean the theater. I was like, I thought you already did, but fine. So I literally go out, pause the movie, because I have that ability. Go out to the theater, pause the movie. I go hang with one of the managers for a minute, wait till he's done, go back, restart the movie, and then go back downstairs and hit play.
You're like living every movie fan's dream.
Oh my god, it's the best. It's literally, so here's the thing that I haven't done yet, and I'm going to do someday. Is some theaters, this is crazy, we can just hook up, I think all of them.
Game systems.
You just hook up an HDMI cord.
Yeah.
To anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just put my laptop.
I've seen that a few times.
And,
I heard the latency though is awful because you're playing on this giant screen.
Right, yeah.
And so there's input delay up to like 2 seconds.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't do it for video games. I have no interest in that. I mean, unless you're playing like, Battlefront and there's just a giant space battle in the Dolby Theater, bro, what? Or like the Darth Vader fight in Jedi Survivor.
Survivor or
Jedi Survivor.
first or second one?
That's the second one.
Oh, I didn't know there was a fight. with
Oh,
Darth
it's an
Vader.
actual Vader fight.
I didn't know that. I thought
Have you not played that game?
I played like 20 minutes of it.
Okay, well, it's like 2 years old now.
I know. The problem was my PC at the time was
You have a
struggle busting.
PlayStation right there.
I know, but I didn't want to buy it on there and then also buy it there.
You want to buy it there, it's better.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, yeah, no, there's a very, very difficult Vader fight, and he will fuck you up so hard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mentioned that on the big screen, like in the Dolby Theater. But no, we were gonna do the Zack Snyder Justice League or Zack Snyder Cut,
That'd be so cool.
and I can just do it. But it's the hard part is that like if we like, especially when I'm only gonna do it a Saturday night. I'm not doing it during the week because I have work the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
But Saturday night, I would start at like around midnight, 1 o'clock. If I did Justice League, it'd be I wouldn't be out of there till 5.
Yeah, that'd be amazing though. I would literally make sure I could sleep. I would sleep during the day, just so that I could like experience that in a huge ass screen.
It's really fun. It's really fun, and I'm gonna do it for Captain America. I'm gonna see Captain America by myself in the Dolby Theater Saturday night. Alone.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
that's dumb. You can't have me come. Oh, call in a special favor. Be like, hey man.
I can't, and I won't.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna be very honest. I actually really enjoy the alone time in the theater by myself.
Well, I bet. That's so
But no,
cool.
I can't have guests because like there has to be, since I'm not a manager, I'm a supervisor, not a manager. Managers can have people in there, I believe. However, because I would be the last person in the building, I can't have anyone else in the building.
Oh, right, sure.
So I have like that's just the whole thing. So like I have to be I could be the last one to leave, and that's fine. But I mean, shoot darn.
Yeah.
It has to just be me. Oh no. But I'm probably gonna do that for like all the movies going forward. Like anything I want to see, just say Saturday night. Dude, watching Hard Eyes that way was the best way to watch it. I was like, wow, this
That's so crazy.
is amazing.
That's so crazy.
Actually, it's funny. My manager that same night went and watched. So I started Hard Eyes, and he went and watched Love Hurts in the Dolby Theater. He was sitting there by himself. Yeah. Oh, amazing, amazing stuff. Anyway.
That's so cool. Oh, I'm jealous.
You should be. That's a pretty cool perk that I have that you
That's
don't.
an insane perk.
Yeah.
That's like, oh my god, that's so fucking.
I didn't realize how much I would love it because I've never used it before. I've like because like to me I like going out Sundays on my days off too, like to go watch a movie, enjoy my day off. So I've never really thought too much about it, and then I was like, well, I'm here, fuck it, why not? So I just did it, and I was like, this is amazeballs. I want to
Amazeballs.
I want to do this forever. So like it might be my new way of watching movies, especially like knowing that I can, if the movie's in Dolby or even in fucking IMAX, I can do it in IMAX.
And that IMAX theater would be so cool. By yourself.
Alone? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, my plan is to do Superman by myself one night.
Oh my god.
In the IMAX theater?
Cool.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I mean, I'll admit, like everything about that theater and our theater is like very not good. But like the screen is huge, the sound is great.
We're updating it this year.
You are?
Yeah.
Thank God, because it needs an upgrade.
It's not gonna.
Desperately.
So because it's the biggest theater we have, it's not gonna get recliner seats, but they're getting rockers. So they're updating the seats and everything.
But
so
it's gonna look better in there.
Oh yeah.
Like,
so like the screen will stay the same obviously because it's IMAX screen, but
sound
like
being upgraded.
the sound is it's IMAX sound. So I mean,
So is there gonna be another true like IMAX screen, or is there?
Yeah, no, it's all IMAX still. It'll like they'll upgrade everything in there, but like
Isn't there only like 2 real IMAX experiences in Dallas?
I don't know.
I heard something about that there's only like 2 real like true IMAX.
It might be because like the audio is like the ones that have the true IMAX experience. They tell you like in the IMAX trailer for the IMAX theater that you're in, and then they play the audio. Because like when I saw The Dark Knight in Orlando, we went to one of the true IMAX theaters to see that movie, and it was oh my god, it was massive. That movie hurt my ears. I'll tell you what.
I remember I saw Real Steel in IMAX. That was the first ever IMAX movie I saw.
Really?
Yeah, the Hugh Jackman movie.
I know Real Steel, yeah.
And I could not hear anything during that movie.
Yeah, so it
was so loud.
I don't know if we're a true IMAX experience. I don't think we are. I think the ones that are also have the option for 4D.
4D? That's like where they rock the chairs and shoot stuff in your face, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any movie like that.
I saw Mortal Kombat in 4D on purpose. I was like, if I'm going to see anything in 4D, because they shoot water at you.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want the blood splatter on my face.
Do they actually like squirt
Yes!
water for blood splatter?
Yeah, and they have like these giant fans on like the side, so like you'll feel everything. So like when Raiden came down, it was like, so you felt the storm of like him like smacking the screen. I was like, yeah, this is amazing. And then like the seats move, because the Dolby Theater seats that we have, they move. But they're just rock subtly. Now the ones for 4D, if you've ever been to any type of like
seats move,
it's subtle.
I've never felt
it's not meant to feel like a motion ride. It's meant to just be a subtle experience. Because
I've never felt it though at all. I mean, I feel like the vibration sometimes.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't feel like physical.
No. It's not like I said. That's more of a motion ride. It's not that. It's just supposed to be a very subtle movement at times. And then Dolby has a projector for your left and right eye. So it has 2 projectors. Dolby's an infinitely better theater in my opinion.
It is. Me too.
Unless it's shot with IMAX cameras. I can go off on this for hours.
Oh yeah, me too.
But so yeah, that was Hard Eyes. That was the last thing that I saw this week.
I mean, me too. Yeah. Is there anything else we're really missing in recent news or anything like that?
Recent news?
I mean, like with movies. No? Okay. Well, all right, guys. That was.
What are we doing next week?
Oh, next week. Shoot. Yeah, we got.
Are you feeling the drink over here a little bit?
tiny bit.
Yeah, you are.
Barely. I think that's why I was kind of like.
Yeah, it's just it's a stiff one.
It's
See,
good, though.
This is one of those situations where you can see that I have these casual drinks on a daily basis. So, I feel nothing.
I don't drink that often
He
anymore.
doesn't. Yeah.
But
So sticking with the well, you said Flow was on this weekend.
let me double check that
Because
again.
if it is, let's make that. Let's both watch that. I don't know what drink to do for Flow.
Float. I mean, like maybe an ocean themed one or a cat themed one.
Oh yeah, let me get a hairball drink going. God. Fucking hate cats.
That'd be. Is it like Watch on Max?
Cat. Ugh, gross. I don't even know what that movie's about either.
I tried to find it. Max. Flow. Let's see here. Here, let me look up HBO Max. This is so hard. We gotta find HBO Max. I mean, the Netherlands, sure. Maybe they'll post about it. Nope. HBO Max. Nope, I spelled.
Ooh. That actually looks good.
What?
Not telling you.
Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot he's making his secret every week now.
Yeah.
No, not Adult Swim Europe.
I actually don't know if I can find that, but one of the drinks in it is elderflower liqueur, which
There it is.
was used in the Deadpool drink, and it made it so fucking good.
Oh, come on, why can't I find it?
Bro, just look up when does Flow stream on Max.
That's true.
Who taught you how to Google?
Nobody. When does Flow come to Max?
Friday, February 14th.
Friday, February 14th.
So that'll be the movie this week. We both haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested. I'm gonna try to hold my hate for cats and put that aside. I hate cats.
Yeah, so that's our movie this week, Flow. Okay. I'm excited.
I'll look up. I'll figure out the drink for that one. I don't actually have one off the top of my head to make for that one. So
Yeah. And then we'll talk about Captain America next week as well. How are you feeling about that movie?
How I feel right now is based off of the facts. It is the cheapest Marvel movie made. I think, what is it, the shortest one?
Is it the shortest?
I think.
I have no clue.
Um,
I just
and they're somehow going to kickstart the X-Men storyline with this movie.
You think so?
They are.
How so?
They're going after adamantium. That's the whole plot of the movie.
Oh yeah, with Wolverine and stuff.
Yeah, my prediction. I
mean, that's everybody's prediction.
No, is the ending of the movie. The end credit scene is Stryker,
Project X.
Project X.
Oh shoot, that'd be crazy.
That is, I think we're not going to see Wolverine. We're not going to see the X-Men, but I think we're going to see Stryker getting the adamantium for Project X.
That'd be crazy.
That's what I think is going to happen.
That would be cool.
And then I don't think we're going to see X-Men until after Secret Wars. I mean, you look at it this way. Like, Eternals came out, what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
Yeah, because we know all the movies coming out, so we probably wouldn't see it till after Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
Which sucks.
Now, they might introduce X-Men, because they've been teasing X-Men and everything.
Well, we know that, Fantastic Four is a different universe.
Uh-huh.
So... Which we also we forgot to talk about that, but whatever, we'll save it for next time.
Fantastic Four is really not that important.
Yeah, okay.
You know what else is not that important? Jurassic World.
Yeah, no, that's not important whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Fantastic Four, the trailer looks amazing.
I mean, it looks alright. Here's the tier list. It goes Superman, Fantastic Four, and I think Fantastic Four is going to be a good movie. I'm not saying it's going to be.
Hey, what about the Smurfs movie coming out in July?
That means I didn't even know that was happening.
Yep, it's happening.
It means nothing to me.
They have influencer Smurf in it.
Any movie coming out in July is poor movie planning.
Yeah, because they got Superman and Fantastic Four,
and they're throwing in Jurassic World. Like that movie's gonna
look good.
It's gonna flop because of.
Did you see the trailer for that?
I did.
And then the
my brother asked me to watch it, and it just looks stupid.
Did you see the thing about how the new dinosaur is supposed to be combined a xenomorph and a rancor? That's a legitimate thing the director said.
A xenomorph and a rancor?
Yeah, he said that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh.
And you can tell when you look at it in the trailer.
I didn't think about that. I might have to watch it again.
Yeah, you can literally see that.
My brother texted me. He's like, watch the trailer and tell me what you think. I didn't actually get a chance to watch it till later on in the day. And I also never... Hey, I'm telling you now. I thought it looked stupid. Sorry.
It does look stupid.
I mean,
I think they ran out of ideas.
It looks better than the last one. Because
Yeah.
the last one was a steaming pile of dog shit. Honestly, that's not fair to dog shit. Just pick something worse than dog shit.
I was hoping that the fan service could save that movie when I went and watched it in theaters.
I
really
hate,
didn't.
I hate fan service. I'm so sorry. I hate movies that
Well,
rely.
the fan service in that movie wasn't even satisfying.
No, but I hate movies that rely on fan service for their movie to do well.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be sprinkled in, like Salt Bay style. Sprinkle that
Mhm.
shit in, but have a good story overall.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, I'm gonna be very honest with you, did not have that. Still a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
The fan service was great,
It's too much.
but too much fan service. The story itself.
Yeah, it was.
But anyway, I digress.
We went off on a really wild tangent there.
Yeah,
but
we did. Yeah.
anyways, so next week's flow. We'll find out the drink next week.
Not looking forward to Flow.
I'm looking forward to it. It got a lot of praise. So
Yeah.
I know you hate cats, so
They kill me.
Huh?
I'm like deathly allergic to cats.
I'm allergic to cats too.
No, I mean like deathly allergic. I've been
Really?
I've been put into the ER because of a cat before, like
Oh,
multiple
jeez.
times. Yeah, I
Well, better not get a cat
don't get a cat.
then.
I will never be here again. Like I hate them so much. But anyway, yeah. So Flow next week there'll be a special drink. I'll try to look through the like drinks that I know are made at the theater, but like if not, I'll look one up and then we'll go from there.
Awesome. Cool.
Maybe we can get Fuzzy Taco too.
Oh God, no.
Fucking stupid names. Sorry. That's something from earlier off the show.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this episode looked a little better, sounded a little better. We're trying our best, still figuring out the kinks and everything like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, also, thank you guys for 100 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, 102.
102 now.
As of this
now.
episode, yes.
So, yeah, thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see that people are interested and excited about the show. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We'll see you in the next one.
All right,
Bye.
bye.